What's going on, guys? Eternal went back with another Ghost of Tsushima video, and today I finally bring to you the samurai build that was supposed to be featured in the first episode of Eternal's personal favorites. This is a build I've been trying to get out to you guys for quite a while now. This is the third time I've tried to make this video, so let's hope that third time's the charm. The first time I had rendering issues. The second time my mic wasn't on. So, mic check, mic check. By the way, I got a new headset. How's it sound? Better? Worse? Guess I'll find out when I go to render it. Anyway, this is going to be one of my all-time favorite builds for the Samurai. Again, was supposed to be the very first build featured on Eternal's personal favorites. This is a series where I post some of my favorite builds, all-time favorite builds for each class in the game. Some classes are going to have more builds than others. It just depends on the versatility of the class. But I do have several for each class. Alright, so with all of that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is going to be the Juggernaut Samurai. So if you have followed my channel at all, you'll have potentially seen this build that created, I don't know, several months back. This was actually suggested to me by one of you guys in a community post or a community poll. And thanks again to everybody that went ahead and voted in each and every one of my polls. I'm posting all of my content right now based on the results from the community poll. So if you want to partake, if you want your voice to be heard, please feel free to subscribe so you could check that out and stay up to date on all of those community polls that come out. I do post my videos based on the results of those polls. So again, thank you to everybody for voting. Now, that being said, if you guys have followed my channel at all for over the past couple of months, you might have seen a build for the Samurai that I created called the Juggernaut Samurai. That is going to be the build that I bring for you today. One of my all-time favorite builds for the Samurai. Just an incredibly stupid build. Super fun to play, but extremely easy. It's a build that I recommend for newer players once you have the gear, because you just run in, you Moonmaster cancel once you've learned how to do it, and you just shit on everything, and you walk out practically near full health, if not full health. It's ridiculous. I love it. So with that being said, let's get right into the gear. So I am rocking Masamune's Edge because you have a 20% chance on melee attacks to get double damage to proc. So when you're out there Moonmaster canceling stuff, and guys, if you can't Moonmaster cancel, I got two things for you. One, watch my video on how to learn how to do it. Two, water stance. If you can't Moonmaster cancel and you've tried to learn it and you're just not comfortable doing it, you don't like it, blah, 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 whatever, use water stance. You're going to get stance mastery from legendary katana, so you don't have to put surging strikes on there. You'll go ahead and get that bonus just by putting water stance on here. And then you can put Way of the Flame, Poison Blade, Burning Blade, whatever you want. But what I run on my Masamune's Edge is Moon Stance and Burning Blade. I do Burning Blade because it's a set it and forget it. I'm terrible about remembering to activate Way of the Flame. The way I play, the way I hit my buttons, I pull it out a lot when I don't mean to, and sometimes it can get me fucked up. So I'm not a fan of Way of the Flame. I like what it does. It does great additional damage, lets you cut through enemies no matter what stance you have. There are great ways and reasons to use it. But Burning Blade, set it and forget it, extra damage when it procs, and we're going to maximize our damage through melee and Oni damage on the sword. So longbow, your ranged weapon. Guys, I can't put Forbidden Medicine on here without dropping deep strikes in the technique tree, and I'm not doing that. So it's either a longbow, like you see here, or a half bow, like you see here. It's completely up to you on what you want to run, longbow, half bow. I barely use it, if at all, but it's just, it's there, and you gotta have something, right? So onto the charm. This is what makes this build come alive. This is what makes the Juggernaut build the Juggernaut. Sacred Iron. This is an underrated charm for melee builds. If you have the correct setup, which I feel like I do. This thing is freaking awesome. So if you don't know, again, there's your 20% chance to deal double damage. On the Masamune's Edge, the Sacred Iron is going to allow you to weaken enemies that deal melee damage to you. So why this is so good is because you're going to be Moonmaster canceling everything, letting enemies hit you so that they become weakened. You continue to Moonmaster cancel, you shit on everything, and the great thing about Moonmaster cancel, if I haven't said it already, is it's AoE. So you can actually hit multiple enemies at once with that. So if multiple enemies are right in your face and they all hit you, they're all weakened, and you Moonmaster cancel, and you hit all of them, everything dies, you build Resolve really quickly, it's great. And why this is so tanky of a build, and why I call it the Juggernaut, is because you're going to be able to attack non-stop, you're going to be able to heal, and you're going to be able to tank damage like crazy. And the reason you're able to do that is because A, weakening is going to make it to where not only do you and your allies deal 25% more damage to them, but they deal 25% less damage to you and your allies. Couple that with 2 stacks of damage reduction for a total of 45% damage reduction. Couple that in with Blessed Strikes and Spirit Pool, and you're going to be able to wipe waves with non-stop Moonmaster canceling into Ultimate, and then walk out full life, or damn near close. It's incredible. One of the things that I have on here that make this possible, which I normally don't recommend, is Super Armor. So Super Armor is basically going to allow you to attack through melee attacks. Now, slams, eruptions, wacha, certain spear jabs from the Oni spearmen, those things are not technically melee damage, even though some of them look like they would be, and they are going to stop you from attacking. So you've got to be careful of those. But outside of moves like that, that aren't considered melee damage, that's really the only thing that you have to worry about. And you're going to be able to shit on everything else when they melee attack you. I've got 2 stacks of damage reduction, one through the Sacred Iron, one through the Healing Gourd. And even though this is a defense charm, it does thankfully have Oni damage on there, which we take so that we've got 2 stacks of Oni damage. This is actually going to help you strip stagger gauges through your Moonmaster cancel really quickly. And it's just going to boost your damage against Oni. Duh. But Blessed Strikes and Super Armor, it's like a match made in heaven. It works so well together. It's going to keep you on top of a target, keep you healing, allowing you to dish out tons of damage and tank like a boss. Again, there's a reason why I call this build the Juggernaut build. It's it's just incredible what this thing can do. I have obviously posted a build on this already months ago, and there's a moment on there where I ended up getting attacked by a purple Elder Oni Lord and a regular Mongol Spearman. It was during reduced healing, and I was getting double teamed by them. I had Blessed Strikes active, and I just Moonmaster canceled both of them until they both died, and I walked out with full HP. It was incredible. I also made a friend of mine a believer in that there was a double Tengu wave one time when we were playing together. We were duoing, and he was like, "Oh shit, it's a double Tengu wave, let me come and help you." And I was like, "I got this." Not only did I shit on that double Tengu wave, I walked out of it with full HP and made him a believer in the build. With the charm out of the way, we're going to increase our melee attack yet again through an epic kunai. And we're also going to have increased ghost weapon damage, supermassive and hidden blades. Because we've got 2 stacks of Oni damage, you're going to have 40% increased ghost weapon damage against Oni. So the kunai, even though it's the only ghost weapon you have for damage, is actually going to do far more than you think it is in terms of damage. It's going to surprise you. Sometimes you can end up just gut-shotting and one-shotting some Oni when all 5 connect. It's very satisfying. But we always run Supermassive and Hidden Blades on a kunai, even if it's not Spirit. So we've got 2 stacks of melee damage and 2 stacks of Oni damage. That's going to help you whenever you do pull out your longbow if it's against an Oni as well. And it's also going to make Burning Blade do more damage once it procs on an Oni. But then we're going to get a healing gourd here to round out the build with cooldown on kill, damage reduction yet again, that's my second stack, lucky, and strong brew. So I know you guys really like your injured resolve gain on defense charms and the gourd. It's probably one of the better ways to get resolve through resolve increased perks, but these perks are ass. Even the increased melee resolve gain, guys, that shit is not good. It's been tested. The amount of melee you have to do to where you can actually physically see results is not worth it, even if you double stack it. Injured resolve gain, again, probably being the best one out of all of them, but like resolve gain, ranged resolve gain, like all that shit is trash. You're taking away additional damage perks that you could put on there for that, and you end up having to, if they're maxed out, 10 hits, you'll see a small increase because it being 10% generally for most of them. I know melee and injured goes up to 25%, but guys, just don't waste your time. Put another damage perk on there. But because I'm not running injured resolve gain on the gourd, I'm putting cooldown on kill to couple with lucky to try to get this thing back in between your class ability cooldown. Whenever Spirit Pool is on cooldown, it's nice to have an extra way to heal depending on the scenario, the situation. Strong Brew is obviously going to make it heal more. Lucky to try to get it back in case things get crazy. And then because you're going to be killing things so fast and so often, cooldown on kill just it's the way to go. But alright guys, that's going to be the gear. As far as the techniques, we're running Spirit Pool. The reason we're running Spirit Pool over Explosive Blade is because Explosive Blade, for whatever reason, does not work with Moonmaster Cancel. If you can't do Moonmaster Cancel and you end up running Water Stance instead for Surging Strikes, I would get this over Spirit Pool. But if you're Moonmaster Canceling, run Spirit Pool. The reason we're not using Raging Flame is because they nerfed the shit out of it. And even though it does amazing damage, the whole point of this build is to heal through Blessed Strikes, and its base cooldown is 14 seconds longer than either of these, and these last 4 seconds more than Raging Flame. So naturally, after everything being said there, we're running Spirit Pool. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it works extremely well with this build. Perk 1, guys, Deep Strikes. I used to run my second legendary perk here so that I could get Hachiman's Frenzy down here, but 25% on a melee build that you get from Deep Strikes is just too damn juicy to give up. I think you're crazy. If you try to drop this, it's just too good. You're a melee signature class and you get an extremely high bonus from this. This is basically 2 perfect rolls on gear plus an extra percentage. Extremely good. And obviously we have melee damage twice in the build for 49%, and then against Oni it's 69% extra melee damage. And then you couple in weakening, and that's an extra 25% damage on top of that. It gets crazy. As far as perk 2, lightning reflexes is shit. This is not a parry or perfect dodge build. You get resolve fast enough. I don't think resolve increase is worth it for this. Healing Strike, on the other hand, guys, I think this is an extremely underrated perk, even with not having like Wrath of Satogami or being a perfect parry build. It's really easy to get a perfect parry on these scrubbier Mongols, and this is going to be another way for you to heal half of your health in between your cooldown on your class ability. You're going to have a lot of melee damage, so it's going to be easy to kill scrubbier Mongols to be able to get your HP back. Like say if your gourd is down as well as your class ability. Very underrated perk here. I absolutely love this. I pretty much have this on all of my samurai builds. It's just too good to pass up. And then right here we have to take legendary at some point to be able to equip both the Masamune's Edge and the Sacred Iron. Can't get rid of Sacred Iron because that's what this build is about. And Masamune's Edge is better to have than Hachiman's Frizzy, depending on what you're doing, of course. You're losing damage if you get this and drop Masamune's Edge. Just because you get 2 extra strikes don't mean shit. All the melee damage that you do has a chance to do double damage through the Masamune's Edge, which still works for your 3-shot ultimate. It's amazing. Don't pick this up and drop Masamune's Edge. Obviously, you can do whatever the hell you want, but I don't recommend doing that. So grab Legendary here. And with that being said, let's go ahead and show off the build.
These legends interest you. A harrowing tale.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and show off the build. This is also a great week for solo attempts, by the way, guys. Alright, so we're going straight for the Tengu because fuck that guy, get out of the stable, you fuck. Alright, I'm used to like not getting hit. It's been a while since I played, right? So my goodness. Right. Well, that popped up, so we're good. Again, that's why we have board, just in case. Tengu, fuck off, man. You'll get yours. It's your turn. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Dude, is that guy okay? He's like stroking out or some shit. Where is the Tengu? You were over here like, I'm gonna throw some shit at you. Alright, didn't mean to hit that, but you know, it happened. Going for this guy because fuck the archers. At least with having 2 stacks of melee damage, you're actually gonna be able, oh perfect. You're gonna be able to actually stagger them with 1 Moonmaster cancel for the regular enemies, like the regular only archers. 2 of them for the Elder Overlords. Alright, this camera angle is ass. Alright, just you. Yeah, just you. Pop. Oh, Tengu. Your ass is mine. Surprise, motherfucker! Come here, bitch! For the love of... Dude! Auto-aim. Stop! Jesus Christ! Oh, how long does it take? Did you really miss me with that? This fucking missed me with that fucking attack. I was literally standing right in his face. Alright guys, we got friggin... I shouldn't have done that. I should have let him hit me. Because now he's got to try to be all cool and teleport 500 times. What is this? Yeah? Feel better?
Ghost showed no.
I hate that attack so much. And I mean... the Samurai's ultimate. But guys, look at this shit. Look at this. Is that a hand? What happened, bro? I didn't even hit you with the old Heavenly Strike. Alright guys, but yeah, that's an example of the build. This thing just absolutely destroys any and everything it touches. Once you learn how to do Moonmaster Cancel, or again, if you want to just use Water Stance, and you have all the pieces for the build, I do recommend this for newer players. You're going to be able to learn like spawn, you know, the different types of bonus objectives and the different types of waves, different types of moves that the enemies are going to perform, all while completely just straight shitting on everything. But alright guys, that's going to be an example of the build. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to smash that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all of my content. As always, I appreciate you coming out, and I will catch you on the next one. Deuces!